thinking that this video I'm gonna do a little bookish day, a bookish vlog. We have some things to do. I'm about to clock out of work now. We're gonna go to the library because I have a very late book. I'm talking like last summer, and so I want to see if the library has The Great Gatsby, because I don't know why I'm just feeling like I want to read that. So I'm gonna go to the library and see if they have that while I return that book, and then we're going to go to the little free libraries in the area to see if they have any good things there. I have some books on my bookshelf that I want to get rid of. I want to make some space to get some more books because my physical book collection is growing, which I'm very happy about. So we're gonna do that. We may go to Barnes and Noble as well, my husband and I. And then I think we have to go grocery shopping. Later on we have drama practice at church. And so we just have a lot of different things to do today that I wanted to bring you guys along for. So yeah. In the book club this month, we're reading Magnolia Parks, which was my pick, and it won. Literally, look how many tabs I have here. So this was my first time annotating a book, and I really enjoyed it. So I actually have to mail this to the next person in line. So we're doing traveling annotations. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen the movie Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And so this was not, it wasn't required that we do this to the book of the month, but this was my pick for what I wanted to do for the traveling annotation. I was like, I'm already reading it anyway, I might as well. And the first time that I read Magnolia Parks, which I originally rated it like 4, I think I rated it like 4.5. I don't know. BJ got on my nerves, dude. He literally got on my nerves so bad this time around. And he was just like so annoying. Almost insufferable. And I don't know if it was just because I'm in like a mood. If this is insufferable, BJ was right there. He was getting on my nerves so bad. The only thing that was stopping him from being labeled insufferable, in my opinion, was the fact that I have just a tiny bit of grace for him, because I can see like he has some of his own issues. And so yeah, he was just really irritating me. And I don't know if I'm still thinking about it. I might lower my rating. I never read the full Magnolia Parks universe. I haven't read all of the books in the series. I really enjoyed Magnolia Parks the first time around. I read it on my Kindle. But the quotes, I still enjoyed this book, don't get me wrong. Like, it's just a great time. If you've never heard of this book, it's kind of like Gossip Girl a little bit. You know, rich kids, you're going around with rich kids, but they have stories. And so anyway, Daisy Hates is next on the list. And I read this probably 2022. I think, when did this come out? Okay, it came out in 2021. I probably read this the first time 2022 on my Kindle, and I just had a great time. It was almost 5 stars, I think, that I rated it. But this go round, I don't know. The girls in the book club are saying that the rest of the series is what really makes it, and I'm excited about that because I really did have a great time reading this. So yeah, we're gonna see. I have to go mail this. Well, first I need to look on the list to see who this is even going to. But yeah.
So what I've been having to do, that's so get my face almost melted, right?
library trip was successful. I have been thinking about the fact that we watched it in high school, and I really loved the movie. So I was like, I wonder if I should read the book. I didn't know it was gonna be this tiny. The writing is a little small, but I should fly through this. So I'm excited about this. I only plan to get one book because I really have, for me, I have a big TBR this month. I work 40 hours a week, so I don't get to read as much as I'd like. So I try not to put so many books on my monthly TBR. But yeah, I got that. I did get this. This was on my TBR last summer, and Libby just kept giving it to me at the wrong times, and so I would like let the hold just kept lapsing, and then I just forgot about it. So, and then this is Kiki Palmer's new memoir. So I'm not a big nonfiction reader, but I figured I would start with people's stories because that's probably a good like segue into nonfiction, I think. The only nonfiction books I read, period, are the Bible and like Christian books. But speaking of Christian books, this I think is a Christian fiction book. This was in the new release section of my library. It's called Glory Days, and I think it's like a Christian mystery, which is interesting to me. I've never seen that. So yeah, it says, after her life was turned upside down by solving the murder of her best friend, sister Amity Gay, all Glory Broussard wanted was a little peace and quiet. That included getting back to her Sunday morning routine as a bookie in a coffee shop and planning the annual Mardi Gras gala for her church. But there's no rest for Glory once the woman who broke up her marriage walks into Cece's coffee house and asks for help finding her missing husband. Pretty drawn in after reading that. So yeah, maybe I'll get to these this month. Maybe I'll have to renew them and read them next month. Are we gonna get kava first?
Get some food.
Yeah, we're gonna get kava first, and then we're gonna go to the Little Free Library. My hair has been really irritating me lately, y'all. I'm trying to get my curls back. I'm like not gonna straighten my hair anymore. And the curls, they're coming back, but there's still like some straight pieces that are just so, like even this right here. I'm literally gonna cut the ends off. The book club told me to try the orange. They said it tastes like orange soda.
It's a caffeinated drink.
This is my
So it tastes like orange crack.
If I could get this open because of my nails. My Grammy would be pissed if she saw me open it with my teeth. Okay, let's see. Tastes like orange soda. Very good. It still has that, you know, fake sugar taste that I do not love, but very yummy. For the Alani flavors, this is a safe one. I'll add this to my safe rotation. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Self-published author. Bill's book just came out, his first time trying. the Dunkin' Latte. Ooh, it smells good. You feel excited?
I feel kind of nervous.
Ooh, this is fire. This tastes like coffee ice cream, for real. Try it.
That junk's sweet.
It's fire in it.
It's sweet. It's too sweet.
It's not too sweet. It tastes like coffee ice cream. You don't like it.
Yeah, it's too sweet.
You're tripping. You do like it. Let's try this. This is organic super greens, fruits and vegetables. Yay me. I'm trying to be healthier. It doesn't smell terrible actually. And it has 0 sugar, but it also doesn't have that fake sugar, which I cannot stand that taste. Like sucralose and like Splenda. You can have it. All right, let's see. I have this here, my backup water. It doesn't smell that bad. Oh, it smells like it smells bad and they tried to make it not smell bad. That's nasty. Oh, Jesus. I'm still gonna drink it. I'm about to chug it. It's gritty in my throat.
Green stuff? You push yourself? What you doing, girl?
Don't buy this. Do not buy this. Whew. All right. I was editing the video and I remembered that I didn't show y'all a haul of all of the books that I got from the little free library. So we went on a tour. My husband and I, we went on a tour around our city. Well, we even went about like 45 minutes away, because I've been to the little free libraries like in our area, and the books are just like, you could tell they're just like old books that people are just trying to like get out of their house, which is fine, perfectly fine. But because I've already been there, I wanted to go to a different like area, and so I hit the jackpot, y'all. I have a bookshelf right here. You guys can't see it, but I had a bookshelf of a lot of books that we have already read, and that we didn't necessarily want to keep. And so I had a big bag of books that I needed to get rid of anyway. And so I was like, why don't we do a little swap? Because I want to fill up my bookshelf with books that I haven't read yet. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a little haul of all the books that I got. So for one, I got I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. This I only got because I think this was on Kyra's TBR, either for this month or maybe it was last month, I don't know. But she read this and it said, I don't know if she said it or I read it somewhere, but it said that every woman should read this book. And so it was in there. Next, I got The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. I'm actually really excited about this because this is a nonfiction book. This is a memoir, I believe. Yep, it says a memoir. This is a memoir. I have actually never heard of Jeanette Walls, but I took a test, and I'll link it down below. Somebody in the book club sent this test to figure out what type of a reader you are, or what color reader you are, and I got yellow, which pretty much means that like I like a good story that's going to like make me feel deeply, and that was totally true. And so when you were done with the test, it gave recommendations of books that you may like, and this was on there. And so I'm really excited about this. It was funny, I took the test one day and then the next day we went and I found this. So I'm very excited. The next one I got is Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Anytime I see like stuff like this or medals or like awards that the book has won, I'm more inclined to grab it because, you know, the masses obviously thought it was a good enough book. But yeah, this says it was a part of Reese's book club, and so excited about that one. Okay, and then next I have a couple, well, more than a couple, Frida McFadden books. I've actually never read any Frida McFadden books. I haven't read, I can't say I'm not a big mystery reader because I don't think I've ever read a mystery book ever, other than like Goosebumps when I was a child. But I'm okay with a good little mystery, and I've heard good things about Frida McFadden. Pretty much you can't go wrong. My little sister, actually, who's not even a big reader, she loves mystery books. So anyway, I heard from my little sister Kylie that this like series, I think, is a good one. It's called The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. She read this book and loved it. And then after this, or maybe it's not a series, maybe it's just like a little duology, The Housemaid is Watching. I think this is the second in the little duology. I'm not sure if these books are like interconnected. I guess we'll find out. The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And this, I don't think anybody's ever even opened this book. The spine is not cracked. Nothing. So, very excited. Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And then I've heard of this one, The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Is this new? 2024. Okay. So these people, they just read the book, and I guess they don't want to keep them. Like the neighborhood that I went to, I think a lot of these books are new. So what I'm assuming is that they get the books, because a lot of these books that I have here are from that subscription book of the month. And I see a lot of like new ones. So my guess is that they just read them and then get rid of them. I'll be there, baby. Next, I have Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna, which I've never read a Kristen Hanna book. I did start The Nightingale, but I stopped it. I knew I wasn't ready to get into all that, because if you know, you're gonna cry for her books. You're gonna cry, and so I wasn't in the mood to cry at that point. Excited to one day read that. And then we have The Midnight Library, which Kyra also recommended. I think she said she talks to her husband about this, and he never even read the book, but like they have conversations about this book quite often. And so I'm excited about this. I think she said this book changed her life. Next, I picked this up. This is South of Broad by Pat Conroy. This is an older book, but I saw this and I was intrigued. So this is Charleston, South Carolina, which is my most favorite place on earth. And I may or may not be writing a book right now that is set in Charleston, South Carolina, but I just love it. Like, even all of the Nicholas Sparks movies. I just love, I'm from South Carolina, not Charleston. I was born in Myrtle Beach, but it's just my favorite place. I just think it's beautiful and I love it. And so anyway, this book, I think it's an older book, and it's quite hefty as well. It's pretty heavy. Okay, 2009. But yeah, it was very interesting to me, so I'm gonna read this. Next, I found Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I'm excited about this. This one, like I said too, it just feels like they never even opened this book. Very excited about this one. I've never read a Sally Rooney book, but is it called Anxious People? The other one that she wrote? Normal People. I've heard about Normal People. And so I'm excited. Let me bring this down a little. Okay, next. This was kind of a last, I think this might have been the last book that I picked up. This is Return to Virgin River by Robin Carr. I love Virgin River on Netflix. It is such a like cozy, feel-good type of a show. And this book, I always look at like when the books came out. This book came out in 2020. And the reason I was interested in this was because it says the main character is Kaylee Sloan. So Kaylee Sloan home in Southern California is full of wonderful memories of the woman who raised her. But the memories are prolonging her grief over her mother's recent death. A successful author, Kaylee hoped she could pour herself into her work. Instead, she has terrible writer's block and a looming deadline. Determined to escape distractions and avoid the holiday season, Kaylee borrows a cabin in Virgin River. She knows the isolation will help her writing, and as she drives north through the mountains and the majestic redwoods, she immediately feels inspired. So nothing too crazy here. I just think this is going to be a very cozy book, and I actually looked this up on Amazon before I traded it out. And it said that it was like, it had great reviews. And they said that the Virgin River books are way better than the show. And I love the show. And so I was like, yeah, sign me up. Next we have, I found this one, Emma Straub, This Time Tomorrow. And this says that this is actually a signed copy. Yep, a signed copy. So I thought that was pretty cool. What if you could take a vacation to your past? On the eve of her 40th birthday, Alice's life isn't terrible. She likes her job, even if it isn't exactly the one she expected. She's happy with her apartment, her romantic status, and her independence. And she adores her lifelong best friend. But something is missing. Her father, the single parent who raised her, is ailing and out of reach. How did they get here so fast? Did she take too much for granted along the way? When Alice wakes up the next morning, she finds herself back in 1996, reliving her 16th birthday. But it isn't just her adolescent body that shocks her or seeing her high school crush. It's her dad, the vital, charming 49-year-old version of her father, with whom she is reunited. Now, armed with a new perspective on her own life and his, some past events take on new meaning. Is there anything she would change if she could? I thought this was, I don't know, interesting. And then Ann Patchett, the one who wrote Tom Lake, she wrote a good review about it. Emily Henry. So, why not? Okay, the next couple of books here are from the Book of the Month subscription service that apparently the owner of the Little Free Library signed up for. And it seems like she may have read the books one time and just put them up. So they're in great condition. This one, Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. I heard of this and I was interested. So, I don't know. It seemed interesting. Okay, next we have The Christie Affair. This is also the book of the month subscription by Anna D. Gramont. First of all, let's be clear. I joined a book club. Y'all gonna hear me talk about this book club because I am just so, I'm so grateful that I joined this book club, and I really do feel like it was just Holy Spirit led. Don't get me on a tangent. Don't get me on a tangent because I'll go off on one. But anyway, I've been talking to these lovely women of God. And it's just so beautiful how, like, I've wanted to join book clubs in the past, but I never did because they would read like super spicy books, or they would just the content that I consume as a Christian, it just didn't line up. And so to find a book club that is full of Christian women who also have convictions about certain things is very encouraging to me. And it's just I just love God because he knows like what I love, and he brought me back to it because I always loved reading as a child, and then I kind of stopped because I felt like it was kind of nerdy, and then I had a brother who used to make fun of me and stuff like that. But I've always had like a heart for it. And so just like a Christian community, just discussing like things that we find interesting, I just love it. This is the year that I'm going out, I'm doing stuff, I'm living life. I'm not just gonna be boring. Like, I want to live my life, and this book club brings me joy, and so I'm very excited about it. Okay, next we have The Favorites, which has a very, very mixed reviews. So when I joined the book club, this was actually their book of the month. It was like the middle of the month, and a lot of people had already finished the book, and they were saying they hated it. They hated it. They were giving it 2 stars. And they said that it was not, you know, worth the time. It was just like no point. And then Faith, actually, I saw her TikTok about it. She loved this book. She gave it, I think she gave it 5 stars. And then there's a couple of other girls in the chat who also rated this highly. And so I saw it and I picked it up. It was another book of the month. I think this was January 2025 book of the month. And so yeah, I'm excited about this at some point. I don't know, because of the mixed reviews. This, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Sorry. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Literally, look how beautiful this book is. Are you kidding? I just want this displayed on my bookshelf, like, honestly. Ties That Tether. It says, when a Nigerian woman falls for a man she knows will break her mother's heart, she must choose between love and family. So, I'm excited to read this. And I love, okay, it's a white man. I didn't see that. It's a white man in her glasses. Okay. Anyway, that was the last, like, book of the month book that I found. Ellen Hildebrand, we know her, we love her. She's the queen of beach reads. I just love her writing style. I get through it so quickly. It's just, it takes you somewhere else. Like, go sit outside on a nice sunny day and read this. I love sitting by the pool and just having an Ellen Hildebrand book. Chef's kiss. I love, my favorite 2 books by Ellen Hildebrand are Summer of, is it 69? I think it's Summer of 69 and Summer of 79, because she wrote 2 of them. Maybe not 79. I don't know. Definitely Summer of 69, and whatever the next book, the sequel to that was. Love those. Okay, lastly, I always hear about Nora Roberts, and it says here that, no, it doesn't say that right there. I don't know. I think it says she wrote over 200 novels. And sometimes that doesn't, like, reel me in. And I don't know why. I'm just like, okay, so what, are you just, like, throwing them out there? Like, you're just writing anything? But it does say there are more than 500 million copies of her books in print. So clearly people are liking this lady. And so I wanted to check out her books. I saw this one, and a book that's in just good condition. I'm gonna check it out anyway. But this says Nora Roberts Hideaway, and I looked up the reviews on Amazon before I took it, and they were really good. And so I picked that up. It's really pretty too. Like, it's a really pretty hardcover. A very pretty hardcover. And then the back is also just very pretty. And this was written in 2022, so that's what I got on our little free library tour. We went to a good amount of them. Like, there were so many just in like one neighborhood. Let's see, but anyway, I wanted to come on and show you guys the haul that I got from the little free library. So if you would go ahead and like the video, subscribe. If you could share it, I'd appreciate it. I am officially joining the BookTube community, and I hope to see you come back to watch the next ones.